Welcome to another episode of Martin James Designs. This is building my custom dream shop. So today I'm going to be digging trenches for the electrical and the gas out to the shop. I figured I got to move some piles of dirt around and make an area to dig this trench. And I haven't ridden the machines in a long time, so I'm going to get those fired up and get to it. It's a little moldy in here. I got to get this thing cleaned out. Got fuel. Yep. Just I just switched my forks. Got my bucket on, and I got my 2-foot bucket on the machine. So today, technically, I'm not working on the house, so this doesn't count for the stop work order. I'm working on the property. So I'm gonna start digging this trench here. I'll show you. There's the gas meter on the house. So it's not gonna have a separate gas meter on the shop. I'm gonna tie into this. And also I'm gonna be tying into the electrical off the panel in the house, core a hole through the foundation. And I'll dig a trench all the way to where the shop's going. And so this is all crushed rock here that has to go around the foundation of the addition we did. So I'm gonna grab the skid steer and move all of this dirt and dig myself a trench all the way to the shop. Okay, I got the pile of dirt all moved and I'm ready to start marking and digging this trench. I got a load of bedding sand coming. Here's our bedding sand showing up. Good. I found so many cool gems digging this property up. I dug up all sorts of old tools and bottles and license plates and signs, but I was just digging right now. And I just dug up a license plate. It's from 1969, or sorry, 1968. It's kind of cool. And I dug up one from 64, I think, when I was taking that barn down, but that's gonna be a cool little feature to add to the shop. Got the trench all bedded. Goes all the way to the shop. Now just gonna wait for the gas line and the electrical, and I'll get those ran and then we can backfill it all. Okay, back today. I'm ready to start installing the conduit for the tele cable and the electrical and gas. I've gotten Evan here giving me a hand running the gas line, and Caden as well, and we're gonna start laying all this pipe. There's Evan. He's gonna start getting this ready. We got our risers and tracer wire, and then got some 1-inch PVC pipe for the conduit for the tele cables. And then my electrician came and dropped off 200 feet of this wire here for the main panel for the actual shop. So, and here's where my other help is. Hey. Hurry up. What are you doing?
Drop the kids off.
All right, let's get going.
Okay. What are we doing first?
Well, we're waiting for you.
What do you want me doing?
Dude, you're the boss, man. You run the show.
Oh, fuck, man.
Okay, Cade, let's get going.
All right.
We're gonna start running this electrical conduit, or sorry, the electrical feeder.
So you don't want to try
all the way to the shop. Okay, got the electrical feeder around. We're gonna throw the PVC pipe now in, and then we'll just run the gas line to the opposite side of the trench. Just gonna get the tracer wire wrapped around the gas pipe so we know where the gas line is if we're ever looking for it later. We'll use some caution tape when we bed it. Okay, gas line is all ran, electrical feeder is complete, and Evan's just finishing the tracer wire. Caden's taking a well-needed coffee break. And we're gonna start running the PVC pipe and then get this pipe all bedded. Here's the shop. So now around to the shop is we have the main electrical and conduit from the meter, which is going to be for the suite above, so we can keep it separate. And then we've just ran the electrical, and we'll run the conduit for the actual shop that's tied to the house, and then the gas. I just had Derek show up, and he just put the new skid steer blade on. I actually didn't have one on there before. I was just driving it with just the bucket, so stoked to get that done. Okay, I'm gonna start laying this PVC pipe out. Primer. This helps the glue bond. It's a two-stage glue process, so it won't solvent weld the pipe until it gets the primer to help the PVC glue to stick. So you primer your fittings in your pipe, and then you glue them both, pipe and fittings. I always keep my writing straight, so it helps you line the fittings up. Okay, we just put some 45s together here because we're going to be running some low voltage wires through here. And I'm going to be putting this tight to the wall so the electrician can run his wires through next to the feeder, a little bit distance apart. Then we'll do a siding detail there later. And then the gas line is going to be on the opposite side of the trench to stay at least a foot away. And then we're gonna backfill everything with sand and have everything stubbing up nice and neat here so we can make it look clean when it's done.
You need to bust.
Okay, Evan's just putting the riser on the gas line. And we got the trench. Piping all complete. So I'm gonna start putting bedding sand over top of the pipe and then put some caution tape down. Get Caden to just spread the sand over top, light coat everywhere, and then we'll start laying our caution tape down, get this trench backfilled. Ain't that right, Cade?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Got our conduit, electrical feeder wire, and gas line tied in. Gonna keep that area open in case we need inspections. Now backfilled everything, and now we're just gonna get a couple loads of road base and turn this back into a little road so we can get trucks back here when I start building the shop. Get a concrete truck and the crane and things like that. So I'm gonna get going on that. Hey, Caden, can't you read the sign?
What?
Can't you read the sign?
Oh, yeah.
Getting the first load of road base. Gonna throw that down back here and then another load up top. Oh, it's nice and toasty here. Warm up by the diesel engine. We've been trying to get this old girl started. I've had it sitting for 3 months and it's been sitting in the rain, so I'll have to get back to that, get it serviced and get that running. So we're not going to compact this, but this is a temporary driveway that I put in because the access to the shop driveway over there, I still need to run the plumbing service line, so I'm gonna leave that as is, and we're gonna be bringing trucks down here, cranes, things like that, concrete truck, give it a place to back in where it doesn't get stuck with all the mud that we have this time of year. And I'm just gonna clean up a little bit back here, and I got a load of gravel and crush. Okay, thanks for tuning in to Building My Dream Shop. So this episode, I was just running the services in the trenches, getting all that complete. As you can see the shop behind me, I left that back corner of the trench open so the inspectors can see it. It didn't affect the stop work order because I did not start anything or touch anything in the house. It was all separate permits as well, because you need electric permit and a gas permit here in BC, separate from the district. So that's all safe and good. I got temporary road base brought in, and gonna close off the access to the road to the shop so I can dig the services for the plumbing over there next. So that's why I have this temporary roadway going in for when we start the foundation. I can get concrete trucks and things like that in here. So the next episode is going to be starting foundation, and that's when I need to wait for this permit to come through, and it's any day now. So today was just digging trenches, or this episode was just digging trenches, but it's all done, and it's one thing I don't need to worry about. So thanks for tuning in, guys. If you're wanting to see a dream shop come together with car lifts, bike lifts, all sorts of cool stuff, paint booth, powder coat area, fabrication area, that's what I'm building. So you guys can subscribe and follow the build. All right, thanks guys.